What if I told you that the world's most famous plumber didn't start in the Mushroom Kingdom, but in a construction site, jumping barrels to save his girlfriend from a giant ape? Back in the early 1980s, video games were just beginning to find their voice. But one character would rise above them all, shaping not only Nintendo, but the entire gaming industry. So how did Mario go from arcade sidekick to global icon? Mario's debut in Donkey Kong. Mario first appeared not in his own game, but in Donkey Kong, an arcade title released in 1981. In this game, Mario wasn't even called Mario yet. He was just known as Jumpman. His job was simple: climb platforms, dodge barrels, and rescue his girlfriend Pauline from the giant ape Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong was a massive success, and Jumpman quickly became recognizable in arcades across the world. It was here that many of Mario's trademarks began: jumping, climbing, and the heroic quest to save someone in distress. This breakout role set the stage for Mario to become Nintendo's flagship character. But in 1983, Mario would finally step out of Donkey Kong's shadow and bring his brother Luigi with him. Mario Bros. Before there was Super Mario Bros., there was simply Mario Bros. Released in arcades in 1983, the game starred Mario and his brother Luigi, two plumbers tasked with clearing creatures out of pipes in a single-screen arena. Players flipped enemies like shell creepers, the early version of Koopa Troopas, and crabs, then kicked them off the stage. While not as revolutionary as later titles, it was the first time Luigi appeared, and the first game to clearly establish Mario's role as a plumber. But it wasn't until the next game that Mario would travel out of the sewers and into video game history. Super Mario Bros. In 1985, Nintendo launched Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System, and gaming would never be the same. Designed by Shigeru Miyamoto, the game introduced scrolling levels, bright colorful worlds, and an epic quest to rescue Princess Toadstool from Bowser. Players discovered power-ups like the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, and the iconic Starman. The tight controls, hidden secrets, and catchy music made Super Mario Bros. A phenomenon. It not only saved the video game industry from the crash of 1983, but it also cemented Mario as Nintendo's mascot. By the late 1980s, millions of kids around the world knew every warp pipe, castle, and flagpole. And just as players were mastering the Mushroom Kingdom, Nintendo began expanding the Mario universe with sequels and spin-offs. The sequels of the late 1980s. Nintendo quickly followed up with Super Mario Bros. 2 in 1988. But here's the twist. Outside of Japan, the version most players knew wasn't originally a Mario game at all. Nintendo of America thought the Japanese sequel was too difficult, so they reworked another game, Doki Doki Panic, into what became the US Super Mario Bros. 2. This game introduced characters like Shy Guy, Birdo, and the ability to play as Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Princess Toadstool. Then came Super Mario Bros. 3 in 1988, released in the US in 1990. It was bigger, more colorful, and packed with new power-ups like the Tanuki suit and Kuribo's shoe. The overworld maps gave players a sense of progress, and the game is still considered one of the greatest of all time. But as the 1990s began, Mario was about to make the leap into the 16-bit era. Super Mario World and the SNES era. In 1990, Nintendo launched the Super Nintendo Entertainment System with Super Mario World. This new adventure expanded everything players loved: larger levels, more secrets, and the introduction of Yoshi, Mario's loyal dinosaur companion. With its vibrant graphics and polished gameplay, Super Mario World set the standard for 16-bit platforms. Nintendo also released Super Mario Kart in 1992, which spun off into its own blockbuster franchise. Suddenly, Mario wasn't just saving the princess, he was racing, competing, and exploring new genres. But Mario's evolution wasn't stopping at side-scrollers. The next leap would change gaming forever into the third dimension. Super Mario 64, and the 3D revolution. In 1996, Nintendo released the Nintendo 64, and with it came Super Mario 64. For the first time, players could control Mario in a fully 3D world. The game introduced analog stick controls, giving players precise movement and freedom to explore open environments. Instead of linear levels, Mario entered magical paintings to complete missions, collect power stars, and battle Bowser in epic arenas. This game was revolutionary, not just for Mario, but for gaming as a whole. Super Mario 64 laid the foundation for 3D platforms and is still celebrated as one of the most influential games ever made. And as the decade came to a close, Mario was everywhere, branching into sports, party games, and more, expanding the Mario universe. By the late 1990s, Mario had become more than a platforming hero. He was Nintendo's ambassador across genres. Mario Kart 64 in 1996 took the racing fun into 3D, creating some of the most beloved tracks and competitive gameplay. Mario Party in 1998 brought the characters into a board game style competition with mini games that became instant classics, and sports spin-offs like Mario Golf in 1999 and Mario Tennis in 2000 showcased Nintendo's creativity in making casual fun experiences for all ages. By the year 2000, Mario wasn't just a character, he was a franchise, a global icon, and the face of modern gaming. But the journey of Mario was only just beginning, and the decades that followed would continue to redefine his legacy. Lessons learned. The story of Mario is the story of video games themselves. From his humble beginnings in Donkey Kong to the revolutionary leap of Super Mario 64, Mario's evolution shows how innovation, creativity, and charm can create a timeless legacy. Mario didn't just follow gaming trends, he set them. And by the year 2000, he wasn't just Nintendo's mascot, he was the most recognized video game character in the world. Thanks for watching. What's your favorite Mario game from the classic era? Did you first play him in Donkey Kong? Or were you introduced in Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario 64? Share your memories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into animation, comic book, and video game history. See you in the next video!